we have our first fallen member of the Trump administration. It's true. It's true. It's true. Mike Waltz is out. Mike Waltz is no longer a member of the cabinet. I think that's great. Wait, really? Yes, really. So basically, Mike Waltz was our national security advisor. And, he's just been continuing to fuck up in ways that are kind of just spectacular. And I think this might have been, I think this might have been maybe one of the nails in the coffin today. Mike Waltz accidentally reveals obscure app the government is using to archive signal messages. And, because he was photographed using it. And so yeah, it's an unofficial version of Signal. So basically his kind of last swan song in the Trump cabinet is being photographed using an obscure version of Signal that archives all of the messages. And, I'm just throwing this out there. One of the big things that has been a legal problem for these folks is that they were using Signal and setting the messages to delete after 2 weeks in violation of Congressional Records Act. And they were saying, they're all gone. All of our messages are gone. Well, if you're sending them to or using an archive app, then kind of seems like you have them, actually. So, yeah.
Whoopsie.
Anyway, that kind of a fuck up, I guess, is still not big enough for Donald Trump to fully get rid of you. So Mike Waltz is out as a national security advisor. However, he is now ambassador to the UN. Because everything is stupid. The investigation is going to continue. This doesn't end the investigation whatsoever. But Mike Waltz is now ambassador to the UN because, remember, they had to pull the House Republican who was going to be made ambassador to the UN. What's her name? Was that Elise Stefanik? They had to recall Elise Stefanik because she was going to lose her seat. And so he got demoted. Yes, he got demoted from cabinet secretary to UN ambassador. But, like, genuinely, the more people that get axed and the more internal strife and, like, fighting inside of the cabinet that happens, the better for us, okay? The more cracks that form in this administration, the more infighting that happens, the better for us. It distracts them from achieving their goals. It becomes its own little circus as opposed to them focusing their energies outward. And frankly, all of this, to me, is good news. So that's where we're at. That approval inquiry is going to be wild. Anytime a Trump administration official has to go on the record these days is like its own media event, because the likelihood they're going to break the law raises to almost 100%. And anyway, with that, that's your update, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So that's one on the chalkboard for people, shifted out of power from the Trump administration. And as far as things go in the cabinet going forward,
let them fight.
Let's go.
Riverboat deck is coming to town. All the viewers gather around.
over swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, and plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord. Riverboat.